All right. Woo. So I have a couple of piles here. I have one more pile over there. So this is everything I got in May and June and the first couple of days of July. So this is like a 2-month long one. I'm trying to get better about my book buying issues, but yeah, it's been a minute. All right, so I have a variety of places I bought these. A few of them came from Barnes & Noble, some of them came from Pango. I have a bunch of book boxes in here. I have a couple of half-price books in here. So I'm just gonna start and we will go through them all, and then I will go grab the last pile in a moment because it won't fit on my desk. All right, so the first book I got is The Final Offer. This is the third book in the Billionaire series. The first two are still to be read. This one I found on Pango, so I went ahead and bought it because I needed it. The same thing goes for this one. I have the Empire of Gold. The first two are just up there. You're not going to be able to see them, but they're up there. Have not read them yet, but it was on Pango for super cheap, and I was looking at Sydney Bookworm's books, which is where this one also came from, and I know there's more in here that came from her books, but I don't know how far down it is. I can see one of them. So this one also came from Pango. All right, we have the Song of the Realms, the Six Realms. This one was an Owl Crate book. I do not remember what it was about. As well as this one is The Temptation of Magic. I think this one's a Fairy Loot book. Again, don't remember. Then we have a couple Barnes & Nobles. We have Can't Spell Treason Without T. I bought it right after it came out because I wanted the sprayed edges. And it's a cozy, which makes me really, really want to read it. It was on the buy one, get one half off. So I also bought Trust of the Emerald Sea, which I have forgotten that I bought. So I'm very glad that I'm doing this right now because I bought it 2 months ago and my brain does not function. Probably in the same group, or at least some way in the same idea, was Five Broken Blades. I bought it because it's pretty. I have since heard that's not a very good book. I heard it's got a great premise, but needs to be edited, which I guess is a common theme for a lot of the books that are coming out right now, especially from Red Tower, is that they are beautiful, but they spend more money on the edges than on editing, which is kind of a bummer. I also got Home is Where the Bodies Are. This is a Geneva Rose. I have never read one of hers before. This was pretty cool though. And I've heard good things about The Perfect Marriage. And then I also have one of her books on hold from the library right now. So I will get to that one soonish. Another Pango is Cinderella is Dead. This one also came from Sydney. She does have markers in it, which I thought was kind of cool. I have read a couple other books by this author and really liked them. The Poison Heart books are hers. And then she's got a book coming out that's coming in one of my book boxes this month or next month. I can't remember if it's in July or in August. I think it's a July book. That is a spin-off of this one. And so I wanted to make sure I read this one first. So this is the whole reason I made the Pango purchases, was that book. Then I have Deadly Encounters, which is book 3 from K.A. Knight and Ivy Fox, or 4, I can't remember. Talking too much and making myself cough. Okay, so this is book 3 or 4. I got it in a mystery box and I am very much regretting getting that mystery box. I ended up having to sell the other books in the mystery box because I already had them. So live and learn. The next book I have is Love Light Farms. I've heard really good things about this series. I tried to buy book 2 and 3. Book 2 should be on its way, but book 3 got canceled because they ran out of stock. These are Christmassy books. They're supposed to be super cute. Got it from Pango. I ordered this a very long time ago and I'm kind of regretting my decision now. And then the next one I have is A Curse of Blood and Wolves. Based on the sides, I'm going to guess this one came from Fairy Loot. All right, I bought a Tessa Bailey book, My Killer Vacation, which I thought sounded super, super cute, and I was really excited to read it. This one is a half-price book. I got it during one of their sales, and so I got like 20% off or something on top of it. So I only spent a few dollars on it, which was awesome. So I bought it, and it's like a killer vacation book. The next one I got is Powerful, to go with Powerless, which I have not read yet. Got it from Barnes & Noble. Also got these ones from there. I have what is it? Don't Want You Like a Best Friend. This one is the closest I will get to like a Bridgerton type of book. They have all the Bridgerton books on like, or the what is the word for this? I wanted to say Renaissance. So the Bridgerton era type books, they have all of them on the buy one get one half off. This is the only one that I really wanted to read. So I got this one. It was a buy one get one half off. So of course I had to buy another book until they get you. And this one is Death of a Bookseller, which sounded really funny. I really like the thriller mysteries that have kind of a funny hint to them. So more of the cozy ones, and this one sounded like it fit the bill, so I got that one too. And then I have these books, which I must have gotten in a book box or something. I don't remember where I got these ones. Okay, so we have the Compeer. This is a Jamie Applegate Hunter book. I don't remember where I got these. I'm assuming that I got them in a book box or something, because I have all three of them. This one is the Spring Queen. This one's the Mortal Heir. I don't think Nikki gave these ones to me, so I don't remember where I got them. I'm gonna go with probably a book box. I have two more Kennedy Ryan books. I have Loving You and Where You Are. I don't know which one's which. One is number 1 and one is number 2. I really liked the Kennedy Ryan books that I read a couple of months ago. Saw these ones for cheap, so I had to purchase those ones as well. I also got an Alexa Martin book because it sounded cute. It's My Next Door Nemesis. I don't totally remember this one was about, but I thought it looked cute, and I'm always into the rivals turned lovers. It's one of the tropes I like a lot. Next I got, I don't know which one's which. Okay, this one's first. The Trial of the Sun Queen, and then The Rule of the Aurora King. I think there's one more book coming out in this series. I've been told wonderful things about it. I found it for inexpensive. I got it on the $5.99 book outlet with these ones and figured why not. I also got Fury Song because I've heard wonderful things about the first one. Now I have the first one and the third one, but I still need the second one. I'm sure I'll find it eventually. The next book I got was Heavenbreaker. I got it from Barnes because of the sprayed edges. I am a sucker for a pretty book, which is why I have so many book collections. Next we have Bonded by Thorn, which I found out is going to be a romantasy book that Fairy Loot is coming out with, and I'm very, very tempted to just skip that one because I like the cover. And I am thinking about just going and getting the rest of the series and starting them because they're really cute and I like them. All right, we also have, I feel like I've had these ones for a while. Wow, it's been a long time since I've done a book haul. We have The Broken Prince and The Twisted Palace. Also got them on sale at Book Outlet. I have the first one, and I think these are the rest of the series, or the next two in the series. I don't know. We also have The Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch and Better Than Fiction. We also have Raiders of the Lost Heart, and we have Loathe You to Love You. These ones are Ali Hazelwood's short story collections, so into that. We have The Night Hunt, which I'm glad that I am going through this pile right now because I have this one in my cart and I don't want to accidentally rebuy it. We have The River of Golden Bones. I've heard really good things about K.A. Mulford. I do have most of her original series that we were saving until the last one came out, only to find out that you don't need to do that because they're all individuals. This one I think is an actual series though, unlike the other ones. And then I got this one, which is The Cradle of Ice. This is number 2, I think. Yes, this is number 2. I have number 1 somewhere on my shelves. I have problems. I need to stop buying sequels to books. I have not read the first one. And to follow that up, the library books that I got at the library book sale. I got books 2 and 3. I got books 2 and 3. This is The Suns Will Rise and Between the Burning Worlds. So this one's 2, this one's 3. I have 1. Got them for $1 each though. So that seems worth it, right? We have A River of Royal Blood. This one I've never heard anything about, but it looked interesting, so I went ahead and bought it. We have The Queens of Ruin, which is the sequel to The Grace and Fury, which I have on my shelf. Again, it was $1, and I'm supporting the library. That's why we do this. We support the library. I also got All's Well by Mona Awad. This was the only book that I got that was on my list and not a sequel, but it was a book. So, I mean, that sounds great. And then we have The Girls of Storm and Shadow, which is part of The Girls of Paper and Fire, which I got in a book box 1,000 years ago. The last book I got from the library book sale is Soul of the Sword by Julie Kagawa. I have the first book in this series, and this is like the 3rd one, but if I don't like it, I will just give it back to the library and they can resell it. So, you know, win-win. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the books that are sitting right next to me that I just got. These ones I put up on TikTok, so if you want to see the unboxings, they're there. These ones are the newest versions that I got. So we got Foul Days, which was my adult fantasy O.L.E book. We have Nectar of the Wicked, which was my adult romantasy Fairy Loot book. We have Mate Finder and Devi. It's Devi. These came in my very first Arcane box. We have When the Moon Hatched. This is the Waterstones edition because I didn't want the weird shaped paperback. So now I have a very chunky, sprayed edged hardback. And then the last book, before I go grab that last pile, is of Jade and Dragons. This is my YA Owl Crate. I did like the Illumicrate one more, but I skipped the Illumicrate one because I normally like Owl Crate more. That was a bad idea. But that's quite a few books. All right, give me a second and I'll be right back with that stack. Okay, here is my last stack. First we have Ellie Hazelwood's new book, Not in Love. I've heard that if you are not a big smut person, don't read this. I like smut. I'm 100% fine reading this. I love Ellie Hazelwood anyways, especially Bride. So she needs to write more paranormal. Just putting that out there. Then I have Elsie Silver's series. I have Flawless, Heartless, Powerless, Reckless, and Hopeless. I got these as a pre-order from a book box, like Dark and Quirky or something like that. I thought it was gonna be good, and I'm hoping it is. I've heard wonderful things about it. I'm looking forward to that series. All right, so next I have Honey Witch, which was Fairy Loot. I think it was an adult book. I have Evocation, which was the adult Owl Crate. I have You'd Look Better as a Ghost. It's another one of those, this buy one, get one half off. I bought this one, so I needed a second one. And this one looked funny. And I already had the other book that I was looking at, so There we go. So I have Half-Blood, which I'm looking forward to the next one coming out in a couple of days. I have only read a handful of Jennifer L. Armentrout's books, which was all the Blood and Ash books. But I'm very much enjoying them, so I'm excited about this one. This one's fun with funsies. This one's A Soul to Keep. I have heard interesting things about this. It's a monster romance. It's a whole series, so I got the first one. I also bought Dreadful because it had the pretty sprayed edges and it sounded funny. I don't remember what this one was about, but it says, would it hurt to be a little more good? Question mark. I don't remember, but I do remember that it sounded really funny and it had sprayed edges. It was also buy one, get one half off. So I got a chunker. I'm not in the mood for high fantasy right now. This one is adult high fantasy, and these ones are harder for me to read. The book that I temporarily DNF'd is also an adult high fantasy, but I've heard wonderful things about this one, and so I'm hoping that this one will be better than that one. I don't mind being a little confused in a book. I just don't want to be seriously confused in a book, and the other one has me seriously confused. But I think that's it. Those are all the books that I bought in the month of May and June, and the last couple of books that I've gotten in July. Everything else, I've been doing better. Most of these were May books. The little stack that I just did was my June books, and then the couple of pre-orders or book boxes were my July books. So I'm getting better. My goal is to get to the point where I'm reading more than I'm bringing in. And I am slowly moving in that direction. I am thinking about canceling my A.L.O.E YA and my A.L.O.E YA because I don't seem to read the YA books as often as I read the adult books. So let me know what you guys think about that, because I just need someone else's opinion that is not my friends, because my besties are telling me to cancel it because they know I don't read them very much, and I just wanted an outside opinion. Because I don't know if I'm ready yet. But yep, that was it. That's everything. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Hopefully I will have a vlog for you in the near future. I am working on it. It's just not going well because I suck